93. What's up, DBB93 squad? I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers for subscribing to the channel, as well as our old subscribers for returning. What's good, everybody? This reading will be for our divine feminines, and this will be for the action. This will be from November 18th until November 23rd. So you guys, if you haven't checked out the Divine Masculine video that just got uploaded, make sure you guys go and check that out because this reading definitely coincides with that reading. Before we get into this reading, make sure you guys take what resonates, let what doesn't fly by, as well as if I say she and you are a he, make sure you flip it to your situation. And if I say he and you are a she, make sure you flip it to your situation. And again, you guys, the divine feminine readings, you do not have to be a female to be a divine feminine. You can be a male because it's just the energy that you are taking on. So the first two cards I do want to get into is the Nine of Swords and the Strength card. Very interesting that those two cards popped out right away. It sets the tone, it sets the mood for this reading. The Nine of Swords being that, you know, this is the dark night, okay? The dark night of the soul, and you're coming to the end. It's like kind of saying like the end of a cycle, but it's you coming to the end, which means that, you know, either someone is pulling you towards the end. It could be you and your divine counterpart pulling each other. Or it just could be you know, going towards, basically, you're going away from your fear or you're going towards your fear. It's like you're tackling what you don't want to tackle, but at the same time, you're overcoming it. It's also, I want to say, it's you coming out of the it's you coming out of the place of fear. It's you no longer wanting to be in situations that involve you not achieving your destiny. For most of you, you're like, you know, I've allowed fear to conquer me in places and times where, you know, I felt like I settled and I didn't want to settle. And I feel like that's why the Strength card is definitely paired with the Nine of Swords. It's like, you know, I take back me. I take back my power. I take back where I want to be and where I want to go and who I want to be with. And with that being said, it's just like, no more. Why? Why do I settle when I want to be here or I want to travel or I want to be with this person? And I'm afraid of either being hurt or being put down or people judging my relationship or judging, you know, this, that, and the other, right? So I just feel like that's the energy that you guys are going into. And I feel like it's amazing that you don't care. You're just free flowing right now. And it's amazing. It's having this breakthrough and it only gets better from here. Okay, so that's definitely what I feel with the Nine of Swords being here. With the Strength card, this is, again, you know, you holding yourself up. You holding yourself to the highest standards ever. And it's you, again, just stepping forward, not feeling like you're overstepping your boundaries, you know, feeling this love of strength and just feeling that you're balancing your ego, okay? No longer feeling that, you know, you're not doing too much. Because sometimes we may do too much and we may say too much, but you feel like you're at that even ground that you feel powerful. But at the same time, you want to play a little bit. It's like the perfect balance. That's the best word to say about this. It's the perfect balance, and you just feel so loving in the way that you're doing things. It's the energy of the Empress. That's the best way to put it. The energy of the Empress. It's just so quiet, but at the same time, just so powerful. Okay? So, I can't get into that spread. I know y'all looking like, yes, go over here, because I see some cards that's like amazing. No, we can't do that yet, y'all. We can't do that. I gotta hold y'all back. I gotta hold y'all back a little bit. I gotta hold y'all back because we gotta get into these. So hold on. We gotta get into these first. And then we're gonna get into those because a lot of these cards are, again, the same cards that the Divine Masculine received. So if y'all are questioning like, what did they get? Some of the cards I can remember. But again, it's like I go through a trance when I do videos. So I can't remember exactly all of the cards. But some of them, if I do recall them correctly, they got at least half of the cards you guys got. But you got to check out their video. But their video was thebomb.com, just like y'all's. So let's get into it. We have the Moon card for you guys. The Moon card. Okay. So it's like she's basically giving you guys the choice. A choice between, you know, she has the bowl of water and the egg. Which, you know, okay, it's like, what do you choose? And it's revealing your sides, basically. It's like, okay, the best way I put it, the best way I interpret this situation is kind of like, you know, the shadow sides. So it's like, it's kind of like a dream state, you know. It's kind of you going through being revealed to a alter universe. To me, that's how I see it. I know the card can be interpreted different ways, but to me, I see it as that. It's being, you know, you being revealed one side, but at the same time, you being concealed to another side. So you can see one side, but you can't see another side, okay? And that's how I see this. So it's like you're able to see one way, but your imagination is kind of blinding you from another side of it, okay? So you got this free flow, which is amazing. But because you're in this dream state, you can't fully envision the other side of things. So, I don't know. I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say. It's like, between when you dream, you can dream things, but you can't really have it in reality because you're dreaming. So, it's kind of that play off, basically. And you kind of going through that because, again, things in action hasn't hit reality just yet, okay? So we go into the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is healthy competition. Dun, 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 right? So this is also having the moment of intellectual sparring. For some of you, this is being able to get out anger. Being able to express yourself. And for some of you, this is that trigger. Some of you are not aware that you have some triggers that lie below the surface. We've been talking about this in the week that just passed. It's like you didn't even know these triggers was there. Okay? So it's kind of like those last few hiccups that was just there. You didn't even know they was there. They coming up right now. So just be aware that it's gonna be brewing and stirring up. You may have a heated conversation for some of you that's gonna come up. It could be a little dangerous. Things could get a little tense, but make sure you don't say something that you regret. I'll say that. It's not for everybody, so again, you guys, make sure you take what resonates. It's not for everybody. I feel like it's something that you meant to say in the past, and you know how you hold things back? That's kind of like what I'm feeling for somebody. And you know, sometimes when you get real mad at somebody do something, they say something that hit that trigger, and you pop. That's what's gonna happen. And I mean, they touched that wound, that place that, you know, the situation, it wasn't good. But in a way, it helps you heal. And they know that, again, it's going to come to an apology state where you both going to apologize. But it also is a outlet for you. And things going to boil up. You're going to need a timeout. They're going to need a timeout. But then you guys going to come back together. You'll see when you'll see what I mean when I say things going to come back together for you guys. So it's not going to really like break apart, but yeah, it's going to come back together. Let's get to the next card, you guys. Now that wasn't for everybody though. But this one was. This definitely was for everybody, but that wasn't for everybody. We do have the Tower. So, the Tower. The Shaker. No, everybody say, you know, the Tower isn't a good thing. Me personally, I feel like the Tower is. As long as you know that, okay, the Tower is something that's coming. You get a heads up. I want a heads up. Let me know that the Tower is coming. You know, there's no way to stop the Tower, but as long as you know that it's coming, you can kind of get ready for it. In a way, a little bit. You know, only thing you can do is let the Tower pass, right? Something is coming towards you. You know, all of this doing, I don't feel like this Tower is going to be that bad, but it's just going to take down that weak foundation. You know, things you are contemplating is just going to take it down. You know, what are you vulnerable about? That's going to be questioned. You know, it's kind of like these big changes that you're contemplating about, you're going to get this answer that you're looking for, okay? And it's kind of like I don't look at it as a bad thing. It's basically an alarm clock, okay? Let's say that. You know, you can hit a snooze on an alarm clock, but this one you can't hit a snooze on. And that's a good thing because it's like an alarm and it's telling you, wake up call. We got to get some things in order. So it's like, it's a card that say it's time to stop sugarcoating things and not to put things in the denial pile, but to bring things out in the open and say, okay, what do I need to work on? What do I need to get together before I move into, we're going to talk about it over here, but what do I need to, you know, get together before I can really make things right? Before, you know, most of you are looking for relationships. So what do I really need to get together, you know? And that's the best thing. For some of you, spending habits are out here. You know, relationship, the way you communicate. See, that's why this had to come out. The Five of Wands had to come out. And then here you go. The Tower moment came out. So that was like the perfect thing to go into the Tower, because it's like, okay, maybe I need to work on the way I communicate. Maybe, you know, I felt like my point wasn't getting heard. So here we go. Here's the Tower to bring that down. Here's the way I should have said it, or here's the way that, you know, I should have expressed how I should have, you know, communicated. So it goes all into, you know, this house, and it's like, okay, now here's my inner and outer self. Here's my inner and outer energy. Let's talk about it, you know? So now, once the Tower comes down, we go into the Ace of Pentacles. So all I could do is, you know, get better. it's kind of like that roller coaster. We've been talking about this roller coaster for a minute, you guys. And it's the gift of good fortune. You know, it's basically the cosmic yes. It's the answer to any question, especially if you was thinking about money, if you were thinking about career, material possessions, and, you know, any, you know, earthly concerns, whatever you want to start now, it will grow rapidly. I mean, like, hit the ground running, okay? And, you know, you may see it as a small little pinnacle, but I mean, honey, listen, it will grow beyond your wildest hopes and dreams. Trust me, okay? So the next card we're going to go into is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, it brings you back to your self-defense, okay? But it's different on this set, and on this side, on this side is different. I believe the Divine Masculine had that other side, the other side of this card. So, if y'all want to hear about the other side of the card, go check out the Divine Masculine reading, okay? So, this side of the card, this is a good time to enhance your peace of mind through meditation, okay? And to, you know, contemplate and to practice having, you know, skills and to just wait out the storm, because calmer conditions are coming towards you. So I feel like, you know, for some of you, it's like, okay, when do I move? Because yes, we are talking about action, and grant you, action is a big thing in this situation. And I understand, you know, you're like, okay, well, you know, when do I take action? When do I take action? And what you guys will find out throughout this reading, you are not the one to take action just yet. So, that's a little sneak peek. I didn't want to tell it just yet, but yeah, I talk a little bit. But you are not the one to take action. And you will see throughout the reading, you are not the one to take action. You are to sit and work on yourself. But little by little, you are taking action into your life, which will create the action that comes from your counterpart, which helps move things closer. And then together, you guys will be taking action. You guys will see. You'll see. So the next card we go into is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups still, even though it's on this side of the card, it's still positive, okay? But it's also, you know, bringing gifts of love. It's beauty, but fairy tale. So you got to distinguish between what's fairy tale and what's reality. It's being seen as a starlight instead of reality. I feel like what's seen in your fairy tale could be a dream, or it could be what you've seen in a movie. For some of you, could not be what you're seeing in the daylight. And it's kind of giving you that illusion of what someone has promised you, or what will be coming towards you soon, which will give you the energy of feeling lack or loss. But it's really not lack or loss, because what someone is coming towards you with is amazing and beautiful. You just feel like it could be more, which will make the other person feel like it's not enough. And that could be why the other person feels lost and lack, because they feel like they're doing anything in their power, but because you dream of this fairy tale, you're pushing off that energy on them. So it's like you can dream, but dream of reality. Don't dream of fairy tale. And it's so crazy because these two are together. They're right up under each other. So, going into the next card. Gotta wiggle. Wiggle. I just be bending these polo cards. Polo tink. Okay. We have the Death card here. So with the Death card being here, which is amazing, amazing after that, is looking at reality now. And you're noticing that, okay, hold on. Something don't seem right. You know, for some of you, you could be getting contacted in your dreams, because that's when your ego is asleep, by your counterpart. Like, you know, I'm working real hard, and then you could be feeling some type of way. Like, hold on, something don't seem right. Well, if something doesn't seem right to you, you know, your emotions, you know, it's getting to you. It's like, hold on, wait. I know you're doing a lot. I know you're doing what you can. But as you are, you know, in the daytime, fairy tale. You're thinking of millions and millions of mountains and castles and the whole shebang dang, right? So as you sleep, your ego is asleep. As you dream, your divine counterpart can enter. And as your counterpart enters, they speak to you. And they're expressing to you how they're doing this and they're doing that, but they feel like it's never enough. Because they can feel your energy as you are awake. And what you're doing is, now you're detonating those let's say fairy tale dreams. You're bringing it to reality. So it's kind of like, as you're daydreaming, you're changing the way you're daydreaming. And we're going to get into that when we get down to the bottom too. So it's a sweet reality now. It's the real but sweet reality. And it's like, it's bittersweet at the same time, because before you were thinking fairy tale. The way, you know, some of you are some real, well, all of you really, not even some, all of you are some real lovers. Whoop, 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 whoop. But it's just the way you're thinking about it, like peaches and cream, okay? Like mocha latte. I don't know how to say it, but it's just amazing. Like, the way I see it is just amazing. Like, you know, relationships go through ups and downs, but, you know, the way I see it is just like white horse, fairy tale, picket fence, everything, castles, all that. But it's not like that. That's not how reality is. So by you starting to see things the way they really are, by you receiving clarity in situations, you like, okay, hold on. By your divine contacting you in your dreams, you like, okay, wait, whoa. My standards of fairy tales is really, hold on. Something is wrong here, right? So it's not to say that it was wrong. No, movies are movies, and that is fine. It's to say that, okay, the Death card here is for a reason. It's just changing the way you see movies from reality. That's all I was saying. It took like forever to get that out, but I just wanted to break it down a little more, because I felt like I was like changing it up, but I don't know. I hope y'all understood that. I'm so sorry, y'all. But with the Death card being here, it's death coming in to, you know, give you the wealth in the situation and taking out what no longer serves you, okay? It's making things a lot better, for one. It's also coming in and being the reaper of the situation, okay? That's the same thing as taking things out, okay? The outcome here is positive. It's giving you what you desire, as well as you being graceful in this situation. So make sure you are thankful for everything that you get. Okay? And also you have been proving yourself to be honorable of whatever is coming towards you. Okay? So we go into the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is here. Two of Wands speaks of The things you have set in motion are prospering. Hey. And one thing you need to do is observe the timing, okay? And recognize that the time you spent observing things are important, and the time you spent taking action and the steps. Like, for some of you, the timing is what helps you, okay? Now we go back to, there is no need for you to do anything right now, okay? And be confident in everything is okay, and be confident in success, because success is here. Definitely everything that's out here, success is yours, okay? So let's move it right along, We have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is, be careful about you giving charity, okay? Now, let's talk about that. Because I feel like for some of you, with the Ace of Pentacles being up there, you will be giving back, okay? And you will be helping others. But in which way is the question? Will you make someone feel like what you're giving them is something that they owe you back in return? Or would you make them feel like you'll be hanging it over their head? Or how would you make them feel about this charity situation? Because when you give something to someone, you have to do it from your heart, okay? And I feel like, make sure it's not a hidden agenda when you do something for charity, okay? Charity should come with no strings attached. If you're in a position to give, just do it generously and respectfully. I feel like for somebody, like, you've been holding on to the fact that you owe somebody debt. Like, you got debt with somebody, and you've been holding on to that. And it could have been, like, a burden with you, and you really, like, just stuck onto that. Like, you've held that on. Like, you've been keeping up with this debt. Like, you like, look, when I get this, when I get that, I'm definitely going to pay this person back and all that. Your debt will be paid off. Don't worry about that. I feel like it's really taking you to the point where you are really, like, just taking on that energy. It's really taking you there. And it is giving you stress. You have all these good things coming in for you, and the divine sees you working hard. So just, just take a moment and realize that you are amazing. Everything that you're going for and going towards is amazing. And you deserve everything that's coming towards you. Just make sure that when it comes towards you, you be a blessing to someone else, because someone was a blessing to you. I just feel like when this situation happened, you were in a rough patch, and that's okay. We all fall short. And I just feel like, don't continue to bash yourself. Because I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like you're really just bashing yourself. That's okay. The slate is wiped clean. That's fine. Okay. Now, we do have the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups being here, this is, you deciding to proceed. But one thing with proceeding, you don't know what to choose between. See, now we talked about it. You're supposed to be sitting still. You don't know what to choose between, and there's nothing to really do, but you're trying to make choices. This card is out here because it's advising you to do nothing at this moment. Yeah, you having these breakthroughs, and when the breakthrough come, that's when you choose. But the breakthroughs you're having now is for you to stay still and just look at it. Sit back and look. You will know. Intuitively, you will know when the right breakthrough come to you. Yeah. I feel like the right breakthrough hasn't come to you just yet. And you know that. You just want to move because you don't like to sit still. I'm with you. I know how that feels. But it will be very clear when the right one comes. It will be very unwise to move right now. You may even get entangled in more drama, or however you want to put it, if you move right now. So just stay still. I'm telling you, stay still. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Okay, we have the Magician. The Magician. Y'all doing it. So with the Magician here is you have the magic. You got the power. I don't know. Every time I see the Magician, I think of the 50 Cent song. I got the magic stick. I don't know why. Don't judge me, y'all. But this is you, looking at reality and having the will to do what you need to do. Not only is it that the Magician can channel the natural forces of magic, okay? But you know how the Magician channels the natural forces of magic? Believing in oneself. I know, right? See, the best part about the Magician is once the Magician believes in the magic, the Magician can make anything possible. And you need to believe in your desires, and that's how you make your life possible. But you have to believe to make it happen. I'm telling you. So, we go into the Three of Wands. This is balance. Yes, balance. Balance is important if you want to be firmly grounded here, okay? And ready to take on the next adventure. Balance between, your feelings and action. See? Now we go towards kind of taking action a little bit. A little bit. Not much. A little bit. A teensy bit. But this is also, you honoring your strength. But, again, not taking action as much as you want to, okay? But this is you giving your whole self when it's the appropriate time to take action, when the right opportunity comes to you, okay? We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords have strength, has this spiritual connection, have intellect, and have will. See, this is what's blocking you. This is what's stopping you, which is amazing, okay? Amazing. The Queen of Swords, she can conquer everything, okay? But it's not enough for her because she wants to understand what's going on. She wants, and she wants to keep going, right? So she keeps memories and she holds grudges, okay, until she make amends. Yeah. So that's the one card that kind of got me shook up a little bit because this is the card, the grudge card, right? But the only thing with this, I don't feel like any of you, well, let me backtrack that. Somebody is holding a grudge. But you got to release that. Because if you getting all this good stuff, you holding a grudge that it's not going to do anybody any good. Okay? What you put out is what you get back. But I feel like the only reason why this card is here is because the Six of Pentacles. Ready to return a favor. For people who are helping you in a situation that, you know, you don't have any control over. And that's basically with the Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles here. That we talked about a few minutes ago. So, as far as with the... She's right under the Five of Wands. Holding a grudge. You can fake it on the outside. Okay? But it doesn't mean that deep down it's not gone. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just putting it out there. The next card we do have is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups. Now listen to this, y'all. Listen to this, because I thought it was just, you know. I thought it was a little nice card. You know. Okay. So the Knight of Cups is lifting his cup and offering in tribute. Okay. So he needs the quest. He needs the chase. So we think like, oh, okay, what is he chasing after? What is he going after, right? So, it makes you question. Because I was questioning like, oh, so what is he going after? Me already knowing like, okay. And it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, a man. It could be a woman. I'm just using he, right? So, you know, he's the type of person that, you know, he looks to be loved. He wants to be loved. You know, he's the type of person that, you know, I don't know, it's like, it's me going in my feelings at this moment. And it's so crazy because I'm like, why am I in my feelings? Maybe the Knight of Cups is in his feelings. And actually, the Divine Masculine got that card too. So it's like, he looks for his worthiness. He looks to give his love to someone. And it's so crazy because the Knight of Cups is what the Divine Feminine looks for. Someone to be open with their love. Someone to express their love. Someone that's, you know, very much in tune with this flow of emotions, this flow of love. And gosh darn, you guys got their card. So I was just like, I'm like, okay, ooh, because he got this tidal wave. He got this flow of emotions here. And you got that card. So, you know, that's just, you know, he's defensive when it comes to his love, but that's only because he don't want to give his love to everyone. And that's understandable, you know. In this picture, you see him walking, and it's a crab there. So the crab is telling you, you know, allow this person to come in and talk to you, but, you know, still be on guard until you know for sure what they want. Don't just assume. Allow them to speak. Allow them to tell you what they want. And sometimes, you know, we get so emotionally excited when we hear, you know, oh, I like you and I want this and all this, and we don't allow the other person to completely express how they feel. And this person, again, they can say this and this and that, but again, we say action speaks louder than words. So I feel like the crab is there to tell you, okay, you have the floor, you can speak. But I want to see the follow-up behind the talk. And now we're at the point where you get the follow-up. If that kind of makes sense. Like, this person is actually doing the follow-up. Because we've been getting the Knight of Cups for the longest. And he's, you know, he's been doing this, he's been doing that. He's been doing this, he's been doing that. And now it's the follow-up. The follow-up. Okay? So we go into the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the game is over. You know, you can go through a whole plethora of words to say behind that, but I like to just say the game is over. Let's keep it short, sweet, straight to the point. The game is over. It's either you show and prove or you don't. We don't have to say anything more. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's either yes or it's no. You know? And now we can get into these, but I mean, for some of you, it's a end to a relationship, or it's going to be a new beginning that someone's going to show up, and then, or you're going to start a new relationship. And either way, it's going to be amazing. Okay? So, I was like, you know, at the end of the Divine Masculine reading, I said, you know, I'm pretty sure in the Divine Feminine reading, we're going to see the Ten of Cups. And we're going to see this card. We're going to see that card. I said a few cards. So without further ado, let's get into the rest of the cards. We have the Chariot. So this is the mystical nature of your journey. This is continuing forward, but listening to your intuition more than logic. Be aware of what you're holding back from, okay? You may not notice that you are now free from what you once was in the past being held close to, okay? Okay. The next card we do have, I believe they had this card, okay? But I believe they had this side. The Sun card. And with the Sun card, it doesn't matter if you have doubts or fear, success is still assured. The universe is working in your favor. Okay. They had this card too, but they had this side. It's so crazy how most of the cards you guys got, I mean, you have a few cards that were the same side, but you had the opposite side of what they have, which is amazing. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles it encourages you to, you know, enjoy this renewed wholeness, and, you know, you're coming back to your true self. You know, tend to your own garden, allow other people to attend to theirs, you know, let them do them. You do you, boo-boo. You enjoy yourself, enjoy your wholeness, and be you. The next card you do have is the Two of Cups. Yes, yes. You know, the Two of Cups, this is you seeing clearly when it comes to love, okay? This is two people having, you know, this realization that they're twin souls, okay? And, you know, they're realizing that it's forever, which is amazing. I don't want to cry. I'm trying to hold back tears, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to, like, choke them up and hold them back. But you're realizing that, you know, your twin souls are forever, and you can trust your feelings and your heart, and you know that your heart is calling to one another, and the signs are good, and, you know, it's an honest relationship, okay? The next card you do have is the Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, it gets me, you guys. It gets me, okay? I'm sorry. I guess y'all can call me a wimp, but I'm sorry, okay? Okay. Here we go. Ten of Cups, right? Okay, Ten of Cups. This is the power of love, and it's a healing blessing. You guys are growing strong with each other. It's growing strong as the days are passing. You know, old hurts will be forgotten as new wonders fill your world with joy, and all is well. You know, You can trust with your whole heart here, okay? The next card you have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is, you know, the Eight of Swords here is nothing's wrong with, you know, remaining still. Again, we talked about this. Nothing wrong with remaining still here. If you're not sure of which way to go, you know, find support from others. And for some of you, I feel like your circumstances may feel like it's being prolonged and pushed out, and, you know, things haven't changed yet. You know, just find support from other people. Face your reality for what it is. Once you start to face reality, then I feel like things will start to move for you, okay? And for the last card, which they received this card, I believe they received this side. Okay? Y'all received this side. Okay? So this is, and I want to say, like, that is so crazy, because I feel like this is their energy entering you guys' reading, right? And it's like, that's crazy. This person right here is, you know, following their bliss. Him, like, he wants to set forth and seek his fortune at whatever risk. So, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please give this video a thumbs up. If your bell notifications are not turned on, please turn your bell notifications on. I will see you guys in the next readings. Have a great day. Bye.